Hello and welcome back to the first post-hiatus Cardfight Vanguard Zero video. This one I'm actually recording a little bit before the end of the hiatus properly, just because I thought there's a lot to kind of talk about in this one specifically, because I've made a lot of progress, as you can probably see on screen right now. So basically, I've used up pretty much all of my stamina, as you can see. I'm very, very close to hitting 500,000 VP, which gets me my second Sentinel medal, and I wanted to get that on, I wanted to get that recorded if possible. Whoops, pressed the wrong thing there. And I'm also very close to ranking up to grade A, which is pretty exciting too. I've been just kind of blasting through the ranked fight stuff whilst editing the 1,000 subscriber special, and if you're seeing this, then that should be out by now. So did you enjoy it? Did you not? I don't know, because it's not actually done yet as I'm recording this. Yeah, we'll get into some we'll talk about the update stuff as we get into some card fights. But first, I want to show you basically where I'm at. So yes, I spent most of my crafting essence because I managed to finish that freestar, that Misaki hard character fight, which you can only do 5 times a day. So I've been doing that, and I've also been spending a little bit here and there on the other, oops, that was the wrong thing, on the other crafting materials and stuff, on the easier one, which means I now have enough to craft a rare, but I think I'm going to keep saving up anyway, because there aren't really any rares that I'm massively fond of. I think I'd rather save up for something a little better. I've heard the recent rumors and news and stuff. It's probably old news by the time this video goes up. Gotta try and get it up as soon as possible, but of course, ain't coming back until after the 1,000 subscriber special, so like I said, we'll talk about that in a sec. But I did hear about the rumor that set 2 and 3 will actually be combined in the English release. I'm sure by the time this is released, that would have been officially confirmed or not. I don't know. But yeah, I have enough to craft a rare, but I don't want a rare. I want, like, I want another copy of Apollon, or another copy of Amaterasu, or just a copy of Silent Tom would be nice. But, we'll see, basically. So, I don't really like, I could get Meteor Break Wizard, and Madonna's pretty good. I quite like Madonna, but she, I've been grinding for quite a while now. I don't want to waste all of that time on just her. So to make this video exciting, as the coming back episode, basically to make up for the hiatus, which again we will talk about once we get into a card fight, don't worry. I've decided that, well, basically I've been grinding for materials off screen. Like I said, I've been doing a lot of character fights, which means I have 900 bandanas. So what we're going to do this episode, starting off, is open 9 GranBlue packs. So let's do that. Anything I'm particularly looking forward to? I want Night Mist, basically. That's the long and short of it. I want Night Mist. Anything else is basically trash to me. Okay, nothing. Alright. I mean, the other triple rares are pretty good too, but Night Mist is the one we want. Nothing. Comments are completely useless to me. Yeah, basically. I've already got more, basically. I guess SPs could be cool. But I don't particularly care. Oh, Perfect God. Alright, I'll take that. I don't know if I had a full playset of that or not yet. I don't think I did. I think I had 3? Alright, fair enough. Decent. But I want my Night Mist. Damn it. Give me my Night Mist. If you give me Night Mist, I will seriously consider running this clan. But I don't have a single copy of them yet. And I guess I'll just never have a copy of them. Okay. Jeez. I heard loud, look at all those crafting materials I've gotten. I probably almost have enough to craft a Night Mist. In fact, we're going to look at that. What can we craft? So we're going to be going into, like I said, this is very much an update video, kind of, because just so much has happened since the last time I would. Oh, cool! I've got, yeah, I do. So I do have the playset of the Perfect God. All right, I'm gonna have Kit. I'm gonna stick with Champy for now because he's my favorite of those profile pictures, just because of how doofy he looks. So yeah, okay, let's go into our GranBlue deck then. Now let's look into the card overview first so we can see what it is we can craft. Yeah, I can craft a double rare. That's pretty good. Although I already have all of Champy. And I already have all of Basskirk as well. And I already have all the Perfect Guards. So yeah, there aren't really any double rares I need. Are there any rares I need? Not really. Because I have all of Evil Shade. And I have all of... Well, I have the one copy you need of Night Spirit. And I've got a Dancing Cutlass and an SP Dancing Cutlass. And I've got all copies of Witch Doctor of the Abyss that I need, as well as Spirit Exceed. So, like... And same goes for Monster Frank. So, I'm doing pretty good. Unless there are any here that I'm missing. No, there aren't. Okay. It literally is just Night Mist, and I'm still quite a ways away from being able to craft them. So I guess I've just got unlucky pulls. I mean, I guess they're not that unlucky because I've got basically every double rare. And I've got 2 of Ruin Shade. He's pretty good. But like, I don't really think this deck is viable if you don't have any copies of Night Mist, really. And preferably you want the playset of them if you want to run that deck. So, I don't know. Off screen, I'll put together the GranBlue deck based on what it is I have. I'll take a closer look at that stuff. But again, it's not really going to be the most viable thing in the world about Night Mist. I mean, I think I can make a deck that's not awful, definitely. I just don't think it'll be as good as a GranBlue deck could possibly be. And GranBlue very much hinge on whether or not you can get those combos going, and Night Mist is the best way of doing that. You want to be consistently sending out Night Mist over and over again, and using those intercepts so that they can basically not even really damage your Vanguard, unless they're running Kagero, of course. If they're running Kagero, you're just kind of fucked, and you just hope you pull your heal triggers, I guess. So there's that. Alright, so I guess the next thing to do is to just go into some ranked fights. And either rank up or comfort myself in the fact, knowing the fact that I will at least be able to get enough VP to get that Sentinel medal, which means we'll have a 4th copy of our Oracle Think Tank Perfect Guard, which means after that, any Sentinel medals we get after this point, also 4 winning streak. You will never know how many of those are VP farmers, so good luck. I will tell you that at least 2 of those, maybe even 3 of those aren't VP farmers, so there's that. Okay. Win to win. I don't know what that means, but I appreciate it. I will say one thing that's very kind of, like, one thing that's very kind of genuine about this game is you will not believe, unless you're someone who this is directly applied to, you will not believe the amount of people who have got matched with me on a rank fight, saw my little like Asterisk official on YouTube thing, searched it up on YouTube, and commented saying, "Hey, I found you because I rank fighted you." And that is just such an amazing little thing in this game that I really like and appreciate, not just because it gives me more subs, of course, I do appreciate that, but also just because it's the kind of thing you wouldn't expect to see from a game like this. I don't know. It's really cool. I like it. Okay, so, oh boy, this is not the best hand I've ever had. It's not the worst. So, as you can probably tell, in my absence, I've gotten pretty good at using this Oracle Think Tank deck, or at least I'd like to think. Now that I'm recording, I'm going to lose a shit ton, and I will admit, still got a couple losses here and there, but I've definitely been getting more wins than losses. And well, yeah, now I'm in grade B, almost grade A, which is pretty good. So what you want to do is you want to be using Lord's Edge Magus. Even if you don't need to boost with her, you want to boost with her because basically she is a heal trigger, and when you boost with her, you add her back to your deck. So if she's a heal trigger and you add her back to your deck, you can kind of see where this is going, right? Yeah. So, yeah, even if you don't want to boost with her, you want to boost with her, basically, at any given opportunity you want. Because adding her back to your deck and then shuffling your deck, you have 5 heal triggers now, which is kind of a massive advantage that Oracle Think Tank decks have that a lot of people underestimate. Like, Oracle Think Tanks, they could be brutal when they want to be. And I've only matched up against, like, a couple of, like, Oracle Think Tank users. And I feel like those people have been underutilizing the deck. Not to say I'm, like, amazing or anything, but to say that they've been people who send out Silent Tom early, if you know what I mean. For someone like Silent Tom, you actually don't want to play him until you have to, because his whole thing is that he stops you from using perfect guards. And so if you send him out immediately the second you can, then I'm just going to kill him before he becomes relevant. You want to send him out right when you think your opponent is going to need those perfect guards, is what you want to do. And then you can kind of strangle your opponent and, like, choke him down to death, basically. It's a really good strategy. I don't have Silent Tom because my pulls haven't been the luckiest in the world, but I still managed to be able to pull together a pretty decent deck. Basically, my strategy revolves around getting Amaterasu and Apollon out if I can. If I can't, then whoops, that's not great. But if I can, then that is indeed great. Because Apollon lets me draw a lot of cards. Amaterasu lets me rearrange my cards so that I have the triggers I need. It's a good combo. So I'm gonna attack with Wise Man first, get a trigger, give it to her. It feels weird being competent at this game now. I know I'm gonna lose this card fight because my hubris is getting too big. Oh, I don't even need to use her effect. I can get this attack through anyway. But that's the thing, you just play more, and the more you play, the more familiar with the cards you're using you are, and the better you are. I don't know if I mentioned this in the previous episode just because it's been a little while since I last recorded, but I am not running crits anymore. I've been getting too many defensive crits and they just haven't been helping me, so I've just changed them to draws. I have 9 draws and 4 heals, and that's it. That's all I'm doing. Because the stands don't really help me that much. And the crits, again, I get defense crits more often than not, and if I'm gonna get defense crits, I may as well get the extra draw power out of it, right? So that's been my strategy, and I think it's been working for me. I always assumed that you wouldn't need to run all too many draws of Oracle Think Tank, because the cards themselves already give you draw power, but you can never really underestimate just how fast you can burn through a hand. So I'd rather have too many cards than not enough. And my opponent seems to be stalling here? Alright, okay. So he's got Gantz a lot, right? Yeah, so that's not going to be great for me. I haven't actually gone against all too many people that have used Gantz a lot. I feel like most of the Royal Paladin players I've been going against have been using Alfred early and Blaster Blade, which makes sense because that's a very easy budget deck to go for. Because Alfred early is a card you can get pretty easily, and Blaster Blade is a card you literally just get given to you on a silver platter. So yeah. Also, another tip that I've really learned to use is don't overuse your grade 3s. It can be tempting to spam as many grade 3s on the field as possible when you get the chance to, but actually, sending out a Wise Man instead can be very useful because that'll give you the intercept and that'll protect you, and Wise Man already has a lot of attack anyway, so only send out the grade 3s that you need, basically, and as the draw trigger, that's going to give us more draw power. And that's going to give us more ammunition. So we're not doing too great here, actually. I wouldn't say this is my best card fight in the world. But I feel like I've still got some options here. See, the problem is that Sphinx is my least favorite of my grade 3s, other than the one Cray Elemental I have. Like, yeah, you can use this effect to get extra power, but a lot of the time my problem isn't the extra power. It's, you know what, I probably shouldn't have sent out that Sphinx, but you know what? Now that I have, I'm going to own it. Probably could have sent out Promise Door instead, and that would have done me better. There's Apollon, which is going to give me a trigger, so now I can fight knowing that I have that trigger. My biggest problem I run into with Oracle Think Tank, and it's the one I'm running into here, is the intercepts. I just can't seem to do all too much against an opponent who intercepts a lot. I just kind of have to... Oh, there's my Amaterasu. I just kind of have to, like, brute force past them, which means I'm not actually doing as much damage to my opponent as I would like to. I'm just realizing now that I actually have 2 of my 3 perfect guards in my hand, which is great. I am glad that this game does not make you discard a card to use your perfect guard, because, oh boy. I started rewatching the 2011 Vanguard anime recently. I've only seen the first couple episodes, I'm taking it slow. I'm just enjoying myself. I'm not usually when I do anything Vanguard related, it's like this has to be content on the channel. But I'm like, no, I'm gonna rewatch the 2011 Vanguard anime from the beginning again, just because I feel like it, right? And it's not gonna be for content. It's just gonna be for fun, right? It's just gonna be to vibe with. And I've been really enjoying it. But also in the card fight there, Kai mentions that when you do a trigger check, you can add the card to your hand, and I'm like, hoo boy, imagine that in Vanguard Zero, am I right? Imagine being able to get the cards from your trigger check into your hand. That would break the game. Oracle Think Tank would be actually unstoppable. Holy crap. That's another thing. Once you're used to Vanguard Zero, you really start to get alienated by the fact that grade zeros exist, which is really funny. Yeah, boy, that's final turn. Yeah, boy, end it right now. Go, do it. I dare ya. Do it with my 2 perfect gods. Oh, you got a stand. Well done. Congrats. Good luck. Oh my god, you got another stand. Jesus Christ. Okay, that's pretty intimidating, but that's not gonna stop the fact that I have 2 perfect gods, my dude. But yeah, stuff to talk about. So, the 1,000 subscriber special, that should be out by now. I'm not done with it yet, so I'm very kind of nervous about it. I'm very far through editing it though. I'm just like editing the GZ section right now, which, yeah. Hopefully you liked it. I guess, I mean, again, I'll know when this goes up if you did or not. But I don't know right now, and I'm very nervous about it because the video gets a little bit artsy, I guess. This was a video I very much could have gone away with playing it straight and just giving people exactly what they expected. But I feel like I get a bit artsy-fartsy near the end and do some risky stuff with it. And I hope that worked. I really hope that worked. Again, I guess we'll find out. Okay, I feel like I'm in a pretty strong position here. So I don't need to bother with his grade 1. I'm thinking if I just attack with Promised Daughter and then boost with my Vanguard, I don't even need... Okay, yeah, he's gonna get a heal trigger. That's not great for me, actually. That means I'm gonna have to survive another turn. But luckily I have those intercepts up, see? Never underestimate intercepts. Unless you're playing against someone who's using Kagero, then definitely underestimate intercepts. Alright. Wow. My favorite thing is to, when someone pulls a really stupid move, like does a misplay or whatever, do the thank you emote thing, is Misaki, or whatever, or like when they get a crit that I just fucking nullify with my perfect guard. There's no better feeling, basically. I should be fine here if he doesn't get any triggers, right? Like, it's not like his grade 1's particularly gonna do anything. Alright, he's gonna get that stand, but even then, that stand isn't gonna do much for him, is it? I guess if he gives the power, yeah, okay, he can get an attack through. So, okay, he's running a stand-heavy Royal Paladin deck, got it. I can work around that. I mean, yeah, I just need to withstand this hit, which I can totally do. Gonna waste one of my perfect guards to do it, though. And now he doesn't even have any intercepts, so basically, yeah, do you even intercept, bro? That's gonna be printed on a t-shirt by the end of the week. Oh, yeah. Some habits never change. But yeah, I genuinely feel like, okay, yes, I want that trigger. As you can see from this card fight, hopefully, that because video editing procrastination is a powerful thing, I've just gotten so much better at playing this game. Because every time I edit like a couple minutes of footage, okay, that's a perfect guard. Oh no, okay, that was his last card. Okay, I thought he might have had one more card left. If that was a perfect guard, I'd be in trouble. But now I know he doesn't have it, and I'm gonna give that... Let's have a fun Vanguard fight. See, yeah, the emotes are very awkward. I feel like they're very awkwardly sort of specific, because I'm assuming he was trying to say something along the lines of, oh, that was fun, or I enjoyed that card fight, etc., because he's accepting his defeat here. But yeah, the phrases they give you are very specific. Like I said, one of the ones from Misaki is thank you. And I'm like, when in a card fight am I ever gonna have to say thank you? Like, I'm sure that situation exists, but I don't know what it is. Like, when... Like, again, unless it is to say it passive-aggressively to someone who misplayed, right? Okay, so we've unlocked our rank-up fight there, which is exciting, but also nerve-wracking. During one of my rank-up fights, I got put up against a VP grinder, and that was fun. Yeah. Okay, I will say, one thing I'll say about VP grinders, right? If you're gonna VP grind, and I know this is common knowledge, say it. Tell me you're VP grinding. There's been more than one person who have not said that they're VP grinding, but then proceeded to VP grind. And I'm like, oh, okay, I guess you're VP grinding. Either that or you have the worst hand known to man. But anyway, now we're going to get our Sentinel medal, I guess. So we should already have it, but I'm going to check my VP anyway. Yep. So now we need premium coins, my rune coins, gadget tickets, and gadget tickets. So basically, if we want to get anything good out of this, then we're going to have to double our VP, because I don't care about the premium coins or the my rune coins, and that's fine. That's fine. In fact, actually, before we cash in that Sentinel medal, how many of the exclusive... Okay, 12,000, so we're getting close to that free pack, because that's what I'm saving up for. I don't really care for the GranBlue my room stuff. If it was my room stuff to do with a character I particularly had an affinity for, then maybe I'd consider it, but I don't really care for the stuff they have on offer there. Don't hate it, I just don't care for it particularly. So, now we're going to cash in our Sentinel medal. We're going to make sure, actually, because I don't want to mess this up. We're just going to double, maybe even triple check, and make sure that we're getting the right one. Okay, yes, we only have 3 copies of it, so we do still need one more. Okay, good. I don't want to accidentally cash in my Sentinel medal for a card I already had a playset of. That would have been embarrassing. Not the most embarrassing thing that's happened in the series, mind you, but it would be embarrassing. Okay, so I guess it's in the item exchange thing. And then you go into Sentinel medal, and I already have 1 Sentinel medal. And yeah, give me that. Nice. Okay. Now that is going to make things a lot easier for our deck. So let's go back into our deck again, put that in, talk a little bit more about my strategy, even though I feel like from that one card fight, you're kind of getting the gist of it by now. This is so exciting. Like, I genuinely feel like for once in my life, I actually know what I'm doing in this game. I can't wait for this episode to be released and for everyone to go, actually, you made like 50 misplays, and you only won that card fight by luck. But you know what? Luck is a hell of a drug. Yeah. So now the biggest gaping hole in my deck is that I'm not the biggest fan of Sphinx. I think he's alright, I'm just not the biggest fan of him. And of course we still have this Cray Elemental. So we're definitely going to want some more grade 3s that are good. I'm wanting more Apollons and I'm wanting more Sakias, really. Obviously I want more Amaterasus, but that's not realistic. I don't think I'm going to be able to get another one before they add Tsukuyomi, honestly. So, I don't know if that's realistic to get an Amaterasu. But yeah, so that was... Oh, yeah, I want to say. So yeah, that was a pretty successful episode by me. I wanna thank yous, because the support on the channel has been so much bigger than I would have ever even imagined. Like, Vanguard Zero has been amazing, because even if you don't like the app, it has brought this buzz to the community that you can actively feel. Like, this game has brought fans so much closer together, and it's also boosted up a bunch of small channels, including mine. And it honestly makes me happy to see the other channels that were smaller than me kind of grow to be as big as me. Like today, as I'm recording this, 50 Cards, who is one of my favorite Vanguard YouTubers, I subscribed to him when he was like 200 subs. And it kind of made me sad that he was a smaller channel than me. But today he hit 1,000 subs because he's been growing so fast because of Vanguard Zero. And I'm like, this is great, you know, like this is amazing. And I watch his streams and I go into chat and then there's like someone who will go, hey, I recognize you, Asterisk, and I'll be like, whoa, the community's like so close knit that we can kind of like all recognize each other and everything. It's great, and I really, really appreciate that. And the game is fun. Insert that clip of Reggie Fils-Aimé where he just says, the game is fun. Yeah, no, this is fun. I like this. I want to see his back here. I'm like fully re-energized with the Vanguard Zero stuff. I every once in a while I get this kind of peak of valley sort of thing where I record a bunch and then I kind of lose energy and I record, and that's why I had to take that short hiatus, because I just wanted to make sure the 1K sub video was as good as it could possibly be. And also out within a timely manner. I didn't want to just tease it forever. But now that I've had some time to just like actually play the game off screen, I've really kind of just, as you can probably tell, just got super excited to get back into making content for it again and covering season 2 when that happens, because I'm going to be doing that extensively, hopefully. So yeah, I'll see you back here with some more Vanguard Zero in the near future. I'm hoping we're back to daily episodes by the time you see this, but I guess we'll find this out together, right? And really appreciate your support. Subscription, like, comment, goes a long way. Tell me the thing you're most excited for in Season 2. For me, it's probably Tsukuyomi. I can see that Dragonic Overlord The End is probably a pretty big one too. But yeah, I'll see you back here with more Vanguard Zero. See ya.